Purple or Tempur-Pedic, two of the biggest names in online beds, but which one is going to be right for you? We're going to talk about that in today's video. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm a CNET, and in this video we're going to put the brand Purple and the brand Tempur-Pedic head to head. Now this is a pretty challenging comparison to make because Purple makes 9 different mattresses now, and Tempur-Pedic makes 6 different beds, and all of them have quite a few options within those 6. So we're going to be covering broad strokes here because these brands are pretty different when you really break it down, and I think there'll be a lot of useful information for you in today's video. If you find this video helpful and interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And there's gonna be a lot of info down below in the description, including more individualized reviews of these beds from Purple and from Tempur-Pedic if you wanna learn more. Now let's get into the comparison by quickly covering the policy information for both Purple and Tempur-Pedic. Now this is also kind of challenging because depending on which mattress from which brand you get, the policies might change a little bit. Either way, you shouldn't pay anything extra for shipping. With some of the more affordable options from Purple and Tempur-Pedic, they will arrive inside of a large bag that you unbag yourself and do all the setup process. It's very quick and easy to do, I wouldn't worry about it. But the more high-end beds from both brands will generally come with complimentary white glove delivery, which means a local delivery team will show up and do all the heavy lifting for you, which is also quite nice. Now with all the beds from Purple, if you don't like them within their 100-night trial period, you can return them and get full refunds at no extra cost. Tempur-Pedic generally has a 90-night trial period, not a whole lot of difference there, but if you want to return one of their beds that came with white glove delivery, they will generally charge some kind of return fee, so just keep that in mind. If you order one of these beds from either brand, you decide you like them, you want to keep them, you're looking at standard 10-year warranties with both Purple and Tempur-Pedic. So more information about these policies will be linked down below in the description, and in the individual reviews, you'll have whether or not it shows up in a box or a bag or via white glove delivery. There isn't really anything significant of note in common between Purple and Tempur-Pedic, except the fact that you should be able to find a firmness option that works for you in their respective lineups. They have beds that range from pretty soft for side sleepers, medium mattresses for combination sleepers and couples, and firmer beds for more strict back and stomach sleepers. Now you might have to hunt around to find these firmness options like the Purple Original and the Tempur Adapt are both around a medium. The Purple Plus and different options in the Pro Adapt are a bit softer. Then you have firmer options down the line. You might have to do some hunting to find the one you want, but you should be covered by both mattresses' entire lineups. If you're looking for specific mattresses for side sleepers or back sleepers, make sure to look down below in the description. We should have some best lists available to help narrow that search down for you. Let's move on to start talking about their key differences now, and their biggest difference is going to be in their construction and feel. They are pretty much polar opposite. So the construction of each bed from Purple and each bed from Tempur-Pedic will vary slightly, but the thing that won't really change all that much is the primary comfort layer you're going to be sleeping on. And on the Purple mattresses, aside from their Purple Luxe beds, which we'll talk about a little bit later, you're going to be sleeping on top of a layer of the gel flex grid material. This stuff is made out of hyperelastic polymer, and it's really what makes a Purple mattress a Purple mattress. It's this really squishy, stretchy, and responsive material that has a very unique feel that you don't really find on any other mattress. When you lay on your back or your stomach on top of this stuff, it almost feels like you're buoyant or weightless, kind of just floating on top of the material. But then if you switch to your side, it does do a nice job at conforming to your body's shape, really giving you some nice pressure relief for your hips and your shoulders, while still being ultra responsive. So if you're rotating between sleeping positions on a Purple bed, it should be pretty easy to do and be very quick. In the Purple Luxe collection though, you're not actually sleeping right on top of this gel flex grid material. That material is still present in the mattress, but you wind up sleeping on more neutral feeling comfort foams, and it gives those beds more of a responsive pillow top feel. They're still going to be really responsive, just have less of that unique feel that you'll find on the other beds from Purple. And responsive is the key word here in describing the feel of these beds, because if we look at the beds from Tempur-Pedic, they are virtually the opposite. The top comfort layer on all the beds from Tempur-Pedic is a pretty thick layer of a classic dense viscous memory foam. When you first lay down on a Tempur-Pedic mattress, it'll feel fairly firm at first, especially if the room you're sleeping in is very cold, and then the foams will start to warm up underneath you and you'll sink into it and it will conform to your body's shape. And these beds from Tempur-Pedic have that classic viscous feel, which means that if you try and rotate between sleeping positions, the foams respond very slowly. The memory foams on Tempur-Pedic are kind of designed for you to get in one position and just stay there the entire night. And a lot of people out there really enjoy this sensation, and the fact that it is so slow to respond can kind of deter you from tossing and turning, which can lead to more restful sleep. So pretty much polar opposites when it comes to the feel. You have that super ultra responsive, unique gel-like feel on the Purple beds and that super dense viscous feel on the Tempur-Pedic beds. If we're comparing these these two mattresses head to head on how well they work for couples, I think it's pretty much a wash. The motion isolation on the Tempur-Pedic mattresses are legendarily good. You've probably seen those commercials way back in the day of someone stomping on the mattress and the wine glass doesn't move. That is something you have to look forward to if you're sharing a Tempur-Pedic mattress. The motion isolation on Purple is solid, but it's not going to compete with Tempur-Pedic. However, the edge support on most beds from Purple, I would say, have a slight edge over Tempur-Pedic, especially on their Premium Collection and Luxe Collection. They have extra reinforcement around the edges, so I think they kind of cancel each other out there, and it's really going to come down to your feel preference and your firmness preference. Let's move over to start talking about pricing now, and this is another pretty tough area of comparison because Purple has the most affordable option and also the most expensive option. So if we're just looking at the more affordable options from both brands, we're looking at the Purple Original and the Tempur Cloud mattress. The Purple Original has an MSRP of around $1,400 and the Tempur Cloud mattress has MSRP of around $2,000. Once you factor in discounts though, they are both on significant discount. I'm not sure if this will last. It's just as I'm recording this video, looking at about $1,000 for a queen size Purple. And once you factor in discounts for the Tempur Cloud mattress, you're looking at about $1,400. So some pretty affordable options there. And then if you move over to looking at the most expensive options from both brands, you're looking at about $7,500 for a queen size Purple Rejuvenate Premier mattress, and then around $5,600 for a queen size Tempur-Pedic Luxe Breeze mattress. So there's some pretty affordable options and some pretty expensive options. I think overall Purple as a brand comes in slightly more affordable than Tempur-Pedic, but if you're looking at the more high-end beds, Tempur-Pedic is a bit more affordable. So make sure you look down below in the description for up-to-date pricing and discounts on all of these beds. The Purple Luxe lineup is incredibly expensive, as is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze lineup. So that's gonna be really dependent on which one of these beds you're interested in purchasing. And that leaves us with the question, who should consider going with Purple and who should consider going with Tempur-Pedic? And I think there's really only gonna be one major deciding factor for you. The pricing is kind of a wash depending on which one you go with. There's firmness options available within each brand. They're both pretty comparable when it comes to features for couples. It's really gonna come down to your feel preference. Do you want that really new age, super responsive, sort of buoyant Joe-like feel from the Purple beds, or that really classic dense viscous feel you find on the Tempur-Pedic beds? Me personally, I am a huge fan of Purple. I've slept on a Purple bed for a very long time, but I've actually recently started experimenting with sleeping on a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and I find that I actually like it quite a bit also. So it's really tough to parse these out. I think a lot of people will enjoy Purple, and they do have the more affordable beds, so they probably get a slight edge here, but some people really like that classic Tempur-Pedic feel. So let us know what you think. Write us down in the comments. And again, tons of stuff in the description to help you out with your online mattress search. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But that's gonna do it for me. This is Owen, I've seen it at home, and I'll see you in the next one.